Joseph, welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishi Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
I don't believe in 50-50 when it comes to my relationship. Financially, specifically, it's about the finances here. But she does believe in 50-50, she says, when it comes to domestic and emotional labor. It was the opening of that statement of this video that we're about to get into that I think contributed to this video going viral because so many people had their opinions when it came to what this young couple shared about the dynamics within the relationship. No more wasting time. Let's check it out.
Why we don't go 50-50 in our relationship. I don't believe in 50-50 in my relationship when it comes to finances, but I do believe in 50-50 when it comes to other things like domestic labor and emotional things and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. A big reason for that is just, to me and my relationship, I want a man to provide for me. I don't need a man, never needed a man, don't get it twisted, but I want and deserve a man to provide for me.
My reason is because if I live by myself, I would just have to pay all the bills and do all the other stuff anyway. So she kind of just lives for free. Make your money, I guess. And let me clarify, not free like she broke, just free like she can make her money and do whatever she wants with it. She don't really got to pay bills.
Mm-hmm. I think relationships are a journey. People have ups and downs. It's not saying that it's not going to be unbalanced. They're
effing those burgers out. Let's get back into it.
Certain points, but overall, what we're striving for in our relationship and as a majority, whatever, he's going to be paying for most of it. He's going to be paying for most of the dates. He's going to be paying for, but also I think part of the reason that he's okay with that is because I don't just trick my money and go buy random stuff. I invest it back into things that are going to benefit both of us. I invested into our house. I invested into, just other things. Yeah, him.
So it kind of just makes the vibe of your house better because she's not at work stressing. But I go to work every day, even though I can have an attitude, but I get over it.
Okay, so as you guys can probably expect, people are going in on this situation because they're saying the bro's in a 360 deal. I laugh so hard at that and still think that's hilarious. But let's listen to what else they have to say, and then we'll talk about it. And I'll give my own personal thoughts about this whole situation. Of course, I'm curious to know what you think. Let's keep listening.
But now she's at home, she be baking stuff, making good food, chilling, cleaning the house, organizing. I be chilling. Mm-hmm. Also, when I get off work, everything is done. I can just come in the house, put my feet up, and chill, and we can talk.
That we split finances is he covers the mortgage, and some months he covers all the bills, and some months I'll help out with utilities depending on what we're saving for, how much money we have, things like that.
Also, if we're trying to get out of debt, but the reason I'm okay with that is because she saves her money and spends her money on household items, furniture, kitchen remodel, anything like that she's saving her money for. So I kind of just make the money to keep the lights on, I guess.
Mm-hmm. There's been times in our relationship where I was paying a little bit more. There's been times when he was paying all of it, when I was getting my real estate license or just different things. So it has gone back and forth, but as a whole, it balances out to him paying most. Let us know if you think that's fair. Cheers.
All right, so there you go. They said, let us know if you think that's fair. Cheers. I want to start off here. I'll start off with the positives of this situation because people are really quick, including myself, to call out the lack of caffeine in almost every situation I see, and that is a problem. We're going to get into that. But first, I would like to acknowledge that they're doing two things, and I'm sure there's a bunch of other things, but two things right. Number one, they didn't say anything about any kids outside of wedlock. Shout out to these two for that. They didn't say anything about that. There's no single father situation or single mother situation. A man doesn't have a bunch of baby mamas from what I saw on the page. And I looked around for a little bit. So congratulations to them for that. That is an accomplishment and needs to be acknowledged. Secondly, shout out to the brother who can maintain a job where he can help support not only himself and another person. This is a hardworking man, and he should be very valued, which leads me to my first point. What I didn't like. I didn't like that opening statement of, I don't need a man. And I know where that comes from. I know that we live in a generation right now where you're not allowed to say how much you appreciate the person who's in your life. I was listening to a song yesterday and thinking about some of the old R&B songs or Motown records and how they would express appreciation for somebody. We know that that was like an almost fairy tale romanticizing of relationships. And I'm in no way saying that that's how real life is. But I was just laughing at how today, and it's on both sides, like getting on a platform and almost sounding like you need your man or saying, I need a man, is looked at as you being a pick-me, is embarrassing. And so she had to correct herself and be like, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. And had to make sure that she stays right in line with the whole modern women thinking and mentality and approach to relationships before they call me a pick-me, right? It's the same thing on here. When I say good things about my relationship and wife, you have guys in the comment section trying to talk shit and whatnot. But the very real reality is if you're trying to raise a family, you do need a man in your life to give those kids the best possible situation. And then there's the very real obvious fact that you obviously do need this very hardworking man to take care of you and pay the mortgage. I've got a few comments here I want to get into. Let's check out a few comments. Here's what people are saying. This comment says, this genuinely made me sad. Free bro. Somebody else here says, not gonna lie, 100% bills and 50% everything else is devious work. Yeah. That is a surprising split, because his justification was, I would be working anyways, so why not? Which she could also use the justification of, I would be washing dishes anyways or cooking anyways. So what if it's just one extra person? Now, I do notice this is a younger couple. And here's what's concerning. While I do understand that any person in this world, yes, that young lady can have the standards she wishes to have. You're allowed to have your standards. I do, however, still find the whole 50-50 split, except for bills, highly concerning, simply because it's just not sustainable. Yeah, right now you're young, right? He's young. They have no kids. Their expenses aren't really that crazy. And you may think I'm jumping the gun here, but guys, don't forget, people get married every day. People make decisions. It's only a piece of paper, they think. They could get married tomorrow and think this is a sustainable way to approach relationships. If you guys are curious about their TikTok page, I'm going to have it in the description. If they could get married tomorrow and think this is sustainable when it's simply not. You can't sustain you working 60 to 80 hours a week, because as more responsibilities get tacked on, and as you mature into your relationship, kids, bills get higher, you're not going to want to get off work and come home and do 50% of everything else. What was she doing for you while you were gone? How does that even make sense? It may make sense now because you feel strong and ready to, but as you go on, it will get too much. Are you saying that he shouldn't help out? No, of course I'm not saying that. Of course I'm not saying that. But my advice would be that you shouldn't be expected to do 50% of domestic labor. She should take the majority of the domestic and emotional labor that she expects you to fulfill. Let's check out a few more comments. Here's somebody else who says, bro, pay all the bills and do everything for real. Here's somebody else who says, so 50-50 when it benefits you. That's what it sounds like. You know, it almost seems like this is the type of dynamic a lot of chicks want when it comes to relationship, but you drive yourself insane trying to accomplish this. Chicks know this. Chicks will get with bums. Guys, they know that they're bums because whether they think he's cool or the sex is good or whatever, right? This is the guy who's driving her car, running down her credit, not up, down her credit. And eventually she's tired of him sitting at home and playing video games all day. And she complains, while I work, and then I come home, I wash dishes, I cook. This essentially is that same thing. No man or woman should be paying all the bills and also expected to do all or 50% of the domestic labor. That does not make any sense. Here's a chick who says she probably don't allow him to read these comments either. And the laughing emoji. The actual girlfriend responded and said, girl, you're too pretty to be on here being a hater. OMG. Here's somebody else who added, so bro does 100% financial and 50% housework too. Here's somebody else who says he is hypnotized. Here's somebody else who added, praying for you, bro. Here's another person who said domestic labor. Here's somebody else who says she just said she don't need you She just deserves you. Now, to the chick's credit, she did say that she doesn't mind helping out when things get tough. That's good. And I've heard other older women who don't understand that things can change in an instant in a relationship. And things can change in an instant. And you don't know how long that period of time of instability is going to last. So you have couples who will get into relationships and the man will be paying the majority of the bills and women will be like, this is great. This is how I want it. But then something happens. He loses his job or he gets hurt. And she may pick up the slack for 1, 2 months, 3 months. But eventually, she's wondering, how long is this going to take? And as much as women want to convince you that they're just like men and can do the exact same things and withstand the trials of financial pressures as long, it's not true. It's not true. If they go into that situation with the mindset that I need to remind myself when things get bad, I got to stick through, and they don't occasionally drink a healthy dose of coffee, they will most likely leave because things can change. Now, with all that being said, this couple is not yet married. Depending on how you look at it, this could be a good thing. My message to the gentleman, if their goal is marriage, is to please consider the following. Consider protecting yourself via prenup and educate yourself. You can do that by joining Brew Brothers, a community of men who are caffeinated and still value marriage in the modern day. So, we're far from over when it comes to this topic. There is one more video that I think is very much worth taking a look at. What followed next were a couple of other videos that started to go viral as people began to visit the boyfriend's page. He does these shorter videos where he'll show meals that his girlfriend packed for him. You know, he's a provider, and so people are trying to check out, like, let's see what she cooks for you, and let's see what type of meals you're getting in return for you paying all the bills in the household. No more waste of time. Let's get it.
Man, what's cracking, y'all? This one my girlfriend packed me for lunch day 3. And yeah, I got a new job. Who cares? Starting off with an essential, bottled water. We always need our bottled water.
Okay.
I got some chips, jalapeno. These chips is fire. If you don't know, I just put you on again. We got 2 beef sticks. I don't know why we got 2 today, but yeah, I actually like them, so it don't really matter.
I hope there's more in there. I hope there's at least one homemade item inside that lunch bag for this very, very hardworking young man who pays all the bills. I don't think she realizes what she has right here, because I don't think a lot of women realize what they have when they have a man who pays all the bills. Let's keep listening.
Then we got a granola bar and a peach cup. Lastly, we got a PB&J. And yeah, I like PB&Js because why not? It reminds me of my childhood. I mean, I guess this is a good lunch, man. We had a long night yesterday because it was my little brother's 21st birthday.
Okay.
If y'all want, go wish him a happy belated birthday. But yeah, I don't got no complaints because I could have had nothing for real. So I'm appreciative.
He's like, I guess. Well, he said they had a long night. But come on. She's going to have to step it up, bro. Listen, to my guys who are out there, every time I talk about women cooking for their man, I always encourage men to raise the bar. We have too much technology today, too much access to information for any man, especially if you're out here paying the majority of the bills and you're valued in your relationship. There's too much information, technology, access to recipes for your chick to not at least know how to cook your favorite meal. She needs to learn. It is not that difficult. A lot of these chicks are just plain lazy. So what if she hates cooking? She needs to get into that kitchen, drink the coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
But yeah, the weather sucks today. So yeah, I'm going to see y'all later when I cook dinner. Let me know what I should cook in the comments though.
All right, let's check out some of these comments. First comment here says, she packed you everything you bought. Here's somebody else who says, how was your first day of school? Yo, they're lining them up here in the comments. Here's somebody else who added, high five, brother. Yeah, big provider man. Somebody else here commented, PB&J is insane. Here's another person who says, I mean, I guess this is a good lunch. Here's another dude who says, how your field trip? And so they're talking about his lunch, saying it looks like a field trip packed lunch. Let's see. Do we have anything else here? Do we have a meal? We've got one more video here. Hopefully this is a better meal. Let's go.
Well, my girlfriend packed me for lunch, day 2. This is more like day 200, but I'm just saying day 2 because I got a new job again. Anyway, let's get into it. First, we got some sea salt chips. All right, y'all, for my main course, I got leftover Chipotle. We did a video yesterday.
Nah, bro. We needed to step it up. We needed to step it up. Now I'm concerned. You deserve a hot cooked meal, young man, for paying all those bills. And I have to say this because in our society, we are used to his girlfriend earlier in the video saying, I deserve a man to pay for the bill. No. You deserve better food, bro. You deserve a hot meal made from scratch. It needs to happen. It needs to happen. You work too hard. And I'm starting to realize that another big problem here is simply that this man does not realize his value yet. He doesn't realize that there are a bunch of women out here who, let me tell you how you know your value. Let me explain this. There are men out there right now that don't realize because, and they're not married, right? They're just dating and they don't realize that there's another woman who will give you everything your current chick is giving you. And she will cook your favorite meal. That's how the dating market works. Now, can she see this and learn from this and do better? Yes, of course she can. Hopefully she does. But men know very well that they're in competition with the next man who can do better for his potential future significant other. A lot of men end up somehow convincing themselves that this is the best I can do. This is how a lot of women get their men taken. Woman starts bringing her husband lunch while he's at work. And she says, oh yeah, you like that? I made that. You made this? Yes. But I think in time he'll realize his value, right? The more coffee, the better.
Rock, paper, scissors challenge. And yeah, I whooped her. I'm 2-0. And she's still kind of upset, so I'm happy she even made me a lunch. Then boom, you can't have Chipotle without the vinaigrette and the sour cream, so that's in here. You just mix it up. You can see it. But yeah. Then I got a beef stick, fruit cup, and lastly, I got Mountain Valley water. If you know, you know. I just put y'all on with some good water.
Listen, bro, I am on your side. I want to see you succeed. You're too hardworking to not have some steam coming off of your food at work. Too hardworking. Hopefully you or anybody who's watching this and wants to protect themselves before they enter into a marriage and just set themselves in a better position, hits the link pinned to the top of the comment section and joins Brew Brothers. I appreciate you guys for checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.